Hello, BCES friends and family. I'm Miss Brooks. I'm the principal here at Blakely Elementary School. We would like to thank you for coming to our virtual open house. We apologize that we could not have it in person tonight, but I think you will find it very informative and enlightening as you go through and listen to either the video or the PowerPoints that the teachers have prepared for you guys. We chose superheroes as our theme this year, and I think that is very appropriate in light of what we're dealing with. In the words of Superman, I think a hero is an ordinary individual who finds strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles. And we are certainly doing that here at BCES, and I know you are at home as well. Again, thank you for sending your child to us ready to learn and for helping them at home. Communication is a very big part of the success of children here at Blakely County Elementary School. We encourage you to look at your child's signed papers in their signed paper folder every Wednesday that comes home. Join your child's teacher's Remind 101. That gives you lots of information. Also, if you do not know your child's Power School login, all you have to do is call the front office and they'll help you figure out what your login is so you can look at their grades and attendance at any point during the year. Again, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to an awesome year.
Hi, parents and students. My name is Hilary Barker. I'm assistant principal here at Blakely Elementary. We just want to welcome you back to a very great school year. We are so glad to have our superheroes back in the building. It's been very quiet around here without our superheroes, and so we are just loving having them back. A few things I want to mention to you as far as changes go. This year we have transformed our water fountains into water refill stations. And what that means is you can't just walk up to the water fountain and put your mouth on it and drink water anymore. You must have a water bottle that you can refill. So parents, it's very important that you send your children every day to school with a clean water bottle so that they can refill them during the day. You know, these superheroes, they get really thirsty because they're working hard. Another thing I want to mention is that we are all wearing masks this year. This is a new change, of course. And so we are asking that students wear masks during class. They're wearing masks during transition. The only time they might not wear masks would be during recess or PE if they can social distance from each other in those locations. Another time they wouldn't wear masks, obviously, is during lunch. So if you will, parents, just help us out by keeping those masks washed regularly. We would really appreciate that. And last but not least, one of the things that is very concerning to parents would be absences. We've had a lot of parents call and ask about absences, and we want you to know that we are going to be very flexible this year and work with your children. If your child starts to exhibit symptoms, COVID-related symptoms, if you will just call the office and let us know what's going on. If your child has to be quarantined or if your child is COVID positive, we certainly will work with you. Our teachers will call and get your children set up and make sure that they can get their work done while they're absent. And so if your child, again, is COVID positive or quarantined for anything, related to this, then they will not be marked absent. They will be marked present. And so I just wanted to let you know that because that's one of the things that does concern parents. We're looking forward to a great school year this year. I know it started off in a great way. Thank you so much for sending your babies to us. Have a good day.
Hello, my name is Vonda Bryant, and I'm the counselor here at BCES. I'm here to help your child socially, emotionally, and academically if needed. I realize that many students are experiencing anxiety due to COVID-19, and I'm here to help in that area. I'm also the testing coordinator. Our students generally take the Georgia milestones in the spring of the year. Our governor has requested a waiver to exempt our students from having to take the Georgia milestones. We have not received word if this waiver has been approved, but we will let you know as soon as we hear. Although this year is quite different than other years, we want you to know that we're doing everything in our power to make sure that your child is happy, healthy, safe, and learning. Please let me know if you need me.
Hey families, my name is Jenna Maddox. I help your child with books and technology at the elementary school. I want to share some information with you about our upcoming book fair. Your child should have brought home a book fair flyer last week. The flyer shows just a few of the titles we offer in the book fair. Once I have everything set up, I will do a quick video showing you the entire book fair and post that on our elementary school Facebook page. The children will come with their teacher by grade level next week to shop at the book fair. Third grade students will be here Tuesday, September 8th. Fourth grade students will shop Wednesday, September 9th. And fifth grade students will shop Thursday, September 10th. While we're not allowing visitors in our building, the teacher and I will be glad to help the child pick out what they need from the book fair. If you would like to make a specific list of things you want the child to spend their book fair money on, again, we'll be glad to help them find what they need. On the bottom of the book fair flyer on the back, there's a link to show you how to set up an e-wallet. We will take cash, check, or card, but the e-wallet is a digital form of payment, so the child does not have to keep up with any money throughout the school day. So to look up the catalog and the e-wallet information, you go to scholastic.com/fair. It brings you to this page. Once you enter into elementary school, you will see this page. If you click on the interactive book flyer, this is the same one that went home, but it is clickable where you can see some videos of each book or some more information about everything. If you scroll down on this page, you can actually shop online and get the books or items sent directly to your house. The school does still receive the same profit if you shop this way versus if your child shops at school. If you continue to scroll down, here's where you set up the e-wallet. So this is cash free, it's digital. You will link your debit or credit card. You put the amount you want the child to spend. I will be able to look up their account. So if you put $20 on their account, I can look up their name and they can use that money from your card. If they only spend $16 of that $20, the other $4 we put back on your card. So they don't necessarily have to spend that full amount, but it does give them an easy digital way to shop at the book fair. So I hope you'll participate in our book fair next week. We really appreciate it. All the proceeds go to the school to help us buy new library books and new materials for the library.
And I just want to explain what we're doing right now in the art room. And starting with third grade, we've been working on imagination portraits and a project that's based on a book titled The Little Blue Truck. As you can see, neither one of these trucks are blue because they get a choice. They can do their artwork any way they choose to do it. And that's one of the things I try to push in here is their creativity and their imagination. So moving on to fourth grade, we've got mask self-portraits right here. And as you can see, you can close them up and you see them with their mask on, and then you open it up and they have words in here that describe themselves. And they're also, when they finish that, they get to do a fall cat, and they can do it any way they want to. And each cat has got some item in their hand that the child liked or that means something to them. And going on to fourth grade, we've been working on pop art self-portraits, and it's based on the work of Roy Lichtenstein. And so they've got pop art shapes and speech bubbles they can incorporate in it, and we made some paper that's called Ben-Day dot paper, and they can probably explain to you all of that. And then when they finish their self-portraits, they could do fall trees, and you can see some of their imagination coming out in these fall trees also. So if you got any questions, you can email me and with those questions, and I'll be glad to get back with you. But I'm super glad to have your kids in my class today. Thank you.
PE at Blake County Elementary School. Different stuff that we do in PE are kickball, war ball, capture the flag, paramedic, flag tag, basketball. We do all different kinds of stuff. I introduce them to new games, and then once a week we'll go outside and we run for 15 minutes. And if it's too hot outside, we'll stay inside and run. That normally happens on Wednesday or Thursday. And then on Friday, we have Free Play Friday, where they have the option to do their favorite activity, which is basketball, They can get scoops out and toss a baseball back and forth, jump rope, hula hoop, and wall ball as well. I've had a fun time these first 3 weeks, and I can't wait to meet the rest of the kids in 3rd grade, 4th grade, and 5th grade.
Good morning, I'm Mrs. Greer. I'm the music activity teacher here at Bleckley County Elementary School. For the 3 weeks that I have your student, we've been covering many different musical terms. If you look at my board, we've been doing songs such as Hello to All the Children of the World, where your child is learning to say hello in 8 different languages. Also, the song from Mary Poppins, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Not only we're learning new words such as this long 34 letter word, but we're also using it and incorporating tempo and dynamics. So your child is learning that different parts of the songs can be sung very softly, soft, medium loud, loud, or very loud. Also, we've covered the music alphabet, which if you don't already know, is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then you start over. So you can name every note on the keyboard just knowing that information. We've learned that the music staff is made up of 5 lines and 4 spaces, which I showed them that my board is half a music staff. So on this music staff, we've learned that where you place the notes determines the pitch or the sound. How you draw the notes determine the duration or the length that you would sing or play those notes. We've learned, especially this week, on the keyboard, your child has learned to play with both hands, right and left, and they've learned when to use those hands. On Fridays, Fun Friday, we go outside and your child is able to pick an instrument, and we have a marching band, and then we switch instruments every minute, so they're able to have a diverse experience with lots of different drums, boom whackers, cymbals, etc. I'm having a great time with your child, and I hope they're enjoying it too. Thank you.
Hey guys, this is Robin Galloway in the computer lab. Welcome back to school. If I had students, I would be wearing my mask, okay? We have to wear our masks the whole day. I'm in the computer lab. We do some typing, we do some coding. Some of you have already had me, and I will see the rest of you throughout the year. Can't wait.
Hey guys, welcome back. It is so good to see your smiling faces. It's even better to be back at the best school in the world, BCES. My name is Dee Dee Allen. I am the RTI interventionist here at BCES. RTI stands for Response to Intervention. It is not a program or a club. It is a process by which I serve 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students with interventions to help them be successful at school. I look forward to seeing each of you in the hallway, and I hope you have your best year ever.